This is officially my favorite way to make iced coffee now. This table is a little bit squeaky and this is a little bit shaky, but hopefully we can make do. I just want to make sort of like a video just explaining what is going on. Okay, I'm in Sydney. I've been here for a couple weeks now, and I'm gonna be here until the end of August. And there's a couple of reasons why I'm here. First one is to visit family and friends, because my brother lives here, my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, they live here. Actually, I'm in their apartment right now, which just happens to be the apartment that me, my sister, and my brother all found together in 16, 17, when I used to live here as well. And that's another reason why I'm visiting, because, you know, I used to live here too for a year. And it's been 5 years since I've been back to Sydney. I've been to Australia since then, but to Sydney itself, I've not been back here since 2017, which is when I moved away. And admittedly, I am here for a long time. My original plan was to stay in Korea for this entire time, but some things changed in my life and I no longer needed to really stay in Korea. So I was just kind of like, fuck it, let's go to Australia for a bit. Let's go film some content out there, try and make some interesting videos, try and make some chung with local ingredients, which I've made chung. Can't really say I've made them with local ingredients, but they have been doing really well for me. So a lot of you probably have seen that already. I was doing pretty well with the long videos while I was in Korea, especially in the landscape format, and I have not been very good at making them while I've been here. But this is sort of like an experiment, doing a longer video in this portrait format, because a lot of you guys use phones to watch my videos. So I figured, why not try this out? Because personally, I like the idea of doing this. I film so much in this format that actually I find it really difficult to film in landscape, especially when it comes to like framing in landscape. I used to be really good at it, now I'm really bad. And this is a lot more comfortable for me to film in. And I know like the nature of my content usually means that I have to I do like fermentation, I do long-term projects. So I did come here thinking like, how am I gonna make content while I'm here that's gonna do well, that falls into my niche. If you've seen any of my videos, you know I've done peach chung, I've done mint chung, I've got a few other chungs that I've got going which are not unreleased yet. But if you're a Patreon, you already know what I'm making right now. So if you become a Patreon, then you'll see all like the extra updates that I post. I'm planning on posting other projects I don't usually make videos on, and just anything else that I think is interesting, but I don't want to make an entire video out of it. All of that stuff is going to go onto Patreon. I love iced drip coffee, it's so good. I am going to try and do more sort of 1 to 2 or 3 minute long videos for YouTube while I'm here. Some of you might have noticed already that I do sort of post like 1 to 2 minute long videos, because for me that means that I can post it to TikTok and Instagram as Reels and TikToks. But when it comes to YouTube, that actually posts as a regular video, which gets monetized differently on YouTube. It doesn't get pushed as much as a YouTube short, but it gets monetized as a regular YouTube video, which is kind of what I'm trying to go for, trying to like transition into like making longer videos. And whenever I post it in vertical format, it always does better than when I post it into landscape. And honestly, I'm open to the idea of experimenting with making these portrait videos because I think it's personally a bit more fun, a bit more of a challenge, which in turn I think makes the video a bit better. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. I've had a few people give me some positive feedback on some of the other vlogs I did in this vertical format, but I think it's just a lot more fun to film like this. I don't think there's much else for me to say at the moment. I'm kind of just doing things as they go. I will be back in Korea at the end of August, which means I'll be doing updates on the blueberry chung, the pine cone chung. Maybe there'll be some stuff at the farm which will be ready for harvest. But it does also mean that I want to make a farm tour video, which I have done, and I'll try throw a thing up now to linking to a video that I've done with the farm tour. But I want to do an updated one, especially now that I think I'm a little bit better at making videos. So that should be a fun little video to do. And then there's all sorts of other stuff that me and my sister had planned. We didn't get around to doing it last time I was in Korea a couple of weeks ago because we were showing our auntie around, but this time around we'll have a lot more time to go do these things. Got a whole list of things that we want to do, and I'm honestly really excited for it, so hopefully those videos will be coming soon after I get back to Korea from Australia. But yeah, that's the end of this update video. Just wanted to make this just to sort of fill people in because you've been seeing like my shorts everywhere, but maybe no context on like why I'm in Australia, and I just wanted to like sort of make this just to give people some context. Don't forget to check out my Patreon as well because I will be posting more updates there. I already have been posting updates there. There's also just some stuff that some unreleased content already on there, so go check that in the link in the description. It'll be on my channel as well, so I'd really appreciate it if you did that because although I haven't ran ads on my content yet, I would rather keep it that way and not have to run ads, and the only way to do that is really through Patreon. And I want to build sort of like a community of people where you can talk to me directly and I can respond, because it kind of gets overwhelming. I get lots of messages and I can't respond to all of them, but on Patreon it's going to be much more manageable. I'm going to be able to give you like much more of my thoughts and my time, and have some genuine good conversation about things I do, things you guys do. If you've got any questions, if you need any advice, even I might even reach out to some people on Patreon for advice. So I think it'll be a really fun community to have. Peace.